Welcome back. It's been a while. Let's jump right in with a project I started a while ago and wanted to revisit. I never finished it the first time, so it felt right to redo it now. We're going to be doing the 78 cards that make up a tarot deck. So this is going to be a long series, but it should be really fun. This first card we're doing today is called the Fool. It is card 0 in the Major Arcana. There are a couple different suits, but we'll be getting into those a little bit later on. The Fool is usually depicted as a young person with a joyful look, hopeful look, looking up to the sky, to the future, to bigger, brighter things. They're usually shown with a happy look on their face and some sort of imminent danger. It's kind of a caution while also being a praise of how free they are, innocent, if you will. When doing a tarot reading, you can get the cards in two different orientations. The upright meaning, where you see the artwork in the correct orientation, and the reverse meaning, where the artwork is upside down. If you happen to pull it in its upright, it generally means you have new beginnings on your horizon, or there's freedom or innocence, originality. If you were to pull it in its reverse, it would mean its opposite. It could mean recklessness or careless. Maybe you're being distracted or naive, foolish or gullible. The Fool usually carries only a small rucksack, carrying for nothing in the world, not personal possessions, not possible dangers, just open-minded ambition for the future. The Fool is also usually depicted with some sort of animal companion. Usually it's a dog, because the dog can bark at him for warning or, that kind of thing. Be his caution. I chose to use birds though. I thought birds symbolized that really fun in this illustration because they are also a sign of just like freedom. They are unfettered, untethered to this earth. They can fly as they wish in any direction they wish, which is really cool. They also can act as a caution too, similar to the dog, but different. They can't bark at you to let you know something's happening, but if you watch them, you'll know if things change. Along with the meanings these cards have, they also mean different things depending on the different kind of reading you're doing. Say you're doing a reading for your love life. If you pull the Fool and it's in its upright condition, that could mean, get ready, you're going to start a new adventure or you're going to start something new with love and there's something on the horizon for you, so keep your eyes open for that. If you do it with a career in mind, it could be that you're getting a new career opportunity. Maybe there's something new on the horizon. Maybe you're going to be getting new interesting work at your already existing work, so you're not necessarily changing, but you're getting new opportunities. If you pull this in a financial meaning, it could be that you have an opportunity to do some spontaneous spending, or that you're going to be getting really good opportunities when it comes to money very soon. Now let's say you're doing a love reading and you pull this card in reverse. Well, that could mean you need to kind of temper your wide-eyed innocence and maybe just take a dose of caution when it comes to new love or to existing loves. You know, be a little bit more realistic. If you pull this in a career in its reverse, it could mean that your job is being stale, or maybe you're being reckless at work, in which case you might need to reanalyze some things. If you pull this in its reverse during a financial reading, it could mean that you need to be more cautious with your finances and maybe not spend so much for a while, or that you've been making a lot of foolish purchases. This card is 0, because 0 is seen as a number with the most opportunity, the most open-endedness. It could be anything, it could be nothing, it just depends on you and what you make of it, which I think is really beautiful. This card is generally attributed to Uranus in astrology, and its element is air. The Fool is also usually depicted with a white rose in their hand to symbolize innocence and fresh starts. It was really fun making this card and learning more about it, seeing a lot of different kind of artwork, and finding my own inspiration for this. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. See you later.